Today we are going to be showing you how to remove and reinstall the bumper on my 2018 Daytona Dodge Charger. These steps are the same for pretty much all the Chargers of this body style, so we're just gonna jump right into it. First thing we need to do, pop the hood. There's a whole bunch of clips and stuff we need to snap off, so let's go show you how to do that. All we're gonna do is reach down next to the parking brake and pull up on this lever right here. And that pops the hood. And now we can find that thing underneath. You just gotta feel for it and up. So the first thing that we're gonna remove is this cover thing. It should just kind of come right up. Don't remember from what direction. Oh, that way, cool. We'll just set that aside like so. And now next, we have to remove all of these little pin things, all these little plastic body clips. Those are what's next. Now, you can use a tool for this, but honestly, my favorite tool so far has been just a pair of angled tweezers. They work pretty nice because they have kind of a leveraging thing you can do. So let me just go under and then I can rock them up. Now, that was way easier than it should have been because I've done this before and they're probably damaged and this car is very old. So yours are gonna be a little harder than that. All right, so we're just gonna put the pliers between the top and bottom parts of this pin and pull it out. And we're just gonna keep going. Wow, that smells a lot like coolant. Stay subscribed. I'm gonna set these down on my handy dandy air filter. We're done with this step for now up top. Next is gonna be these two small bolts in the front corners. A 10 mil socket works, but this is probably a standard. Nice and easy. And our last one up here. And I'm pretty sure that's everything up top. So next thing we gotta do is take the wheels off. Yes, we have to take the wheel wells out. So let's get this thing up in the air and get those wheels off. Give it the old shake. Make sure it's not gonna fall off. Good. And you definitely don't need a lift for this, but it makes shooting this a whole lot easier. But you can definitely do this with regular jacks and jack stands or ramps or whatever. Now we can start dealing with this wheel well liner stuff, which means it's time for the tweezers again. We have this front half over here, and we also have this back half back behind us. We don't need to do anything with the back half, just the front half. But we need to take out all these little plastic pins, just like we did the first time. And you'll also note that these ones are a little bit different. So you'll see these bottom three are small, but I do believe the rest of them are like the same ones we've been pulling out. So let's get started. Oh, there's a hole there. I guess we're missing one. That's okay. And there's actually even one more. There's so many. One way up top. Oh, there's so much dirt falling into my face. There we go. Okay, so I think this just comes out now, but I don't remember completely. So this isn't gonna let us take this out completely, but at least we can pull it down to the side and we can get to what we need to get to. So next is this bolt up here. I believe this is connecting the bumper to the fender. It looks like a 10 mil, so let's go ahead and get that guy out. And this one is indeed a 10, so that's good. Yours might be tight. Mine was not. Oh wow, that's finger tight. Nice. Oh my God, that's the longest bolt on earth. There we go. That needlessly long bolt. Okay, and fun enough, there is another 10 mil bolt right here-ish somewhere. Absolutely not gonna be able to show you that on camera. I just don't think I'm moving it. Ah, I was moving it. Okay, so both mine were only hand tight. That'll make it easier. So I'm gonna use this long 10 mil socket to kind of help me get it out the rest of the way. Next, we gotta take off this fog light connector. So the clip is actually in the back of this connector here. To make this a little easier to see, I'm gonna remove this from the plastic. You don't need to take that off, but just for the sake of showing you guys. On the other side of this connector is a little red piece of plastic that I can see a little bit. It might be hard to see for you guys, but that needs to slide back, which is gonna be very hard to see. Might be easier with a pair of tweezers or a flathead screwdriver. There we go. All right, so we got that off. So what's supposed to happen is that this slides back like that, and then you can pull this off. Mine was super tough, and I just kind of had to finagle with it for a while, but it's off now. Last thing I think on this side is this light connector for the side markers. There's just a little black tab on the back, and you just push down, and it just comes out like that. So now we're under the car. We have to remove the oil splash guard thing. You'll be familiar with that if you've ever changed your oil. And we got 3 more body clips to pull out, so back to the tweezers. There's 4 bolts. There should be 4 bolts. We're missing one, but that's okay. We're gonna take out this one first. These are just 10 mil bolts. Oh, geez, watch out for your eyes. Safety squints. And then we can do the second one. Oh my God, there's so much dirt. And then the last one, in our case. And then this whole piece of plastic just kind of slides out. Be careful not to drip the coolant on you if your radiator's leaking. Now we can take out our 3 more body pins. There we go. Now we got the one in the middle. And our last one, which is covered in coolant. Awesome. Maybe we can figure out why my radiator's leaking while I'm down here. I guess those ones don't like to come off together. Oh, and there we go. As you can tell a little bit as well, right when we took that last one out, this is now nice and loose. So we're on the right track. So you can tell our bumper, it looks like it's about to fall off, which is great. But that was only this side. Now we gotta go do all the same steps on the other side. So let's do that. So now I'm just gonna start popping these pins. What it smells like. Oh, Jesus. Okay, what is that?
Oh, that's the thing I saw for.
What is this?
I don't know. That's the thing that I saw like when we were doing something else. I was like, look, some piece of metal down there. Is it a harmonic balancer, like a picture, like a pulley?
I don't know what that is. Okay, weight savings. Stay subscribed again, because now I gotta figure out what the heck this is. It's a car, man. Now we can peel this wheel well liner out of the way. Do have to pull it. Oh, interesting. It's a top to an oil bottle. Finding all sorts of stuff today. This is a good. Okay, let's keep going. Who would have thought a bumper video could be so chaotic? It turns out we should have started with this side. This is the red tab that you need to pull back on, and then you can push this part closed. There we go. Really easy when you can see what you're doing. That's awesome. Now we can take the side marker out as well. There we go. Last on this side are those 2 bolts again. This one is right here. There's another one that is where my finger is touching, but there's no way you can see that. And it's also like hand tight. There we go. All 4 of those were pretty much finger tight. So my last video should have been better done. So I think that should be everything. Let's see if I can take this off. What is holding it in still? Did I miss a clip? Oh, I missed a clip. Wow, that's holding it pretty strong. One clip I missed right up here. So make sure you get all of those. Put that on the air filter. Now I think we should be good to go. Nice. All right. Cool. There is our bumper. So we took the bumper off to do a headlight video, but that's all good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and put the bumper back on. The way we're gonna start with putting this back on is we're going to pick up the bumper and kind of like set it back into place a little bit. And then we're gonna use 2 of the plastic clips on the top to hold it in place. They're surprisingly strong, as you just saw me trying to pull it off when that one was stuck in there. So there should be plenty while we do the bolts and do the rest of these pins. Oh, this is really heavy. So what I'm trying to do is get these black posts into this square hole. So just like that, right there. And now I can try to get that other one in. Same thing, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and push these pins into some of the holes, There's one, and there's two. So when pushing these plastic clips in, it's not gonna work if it's closed. You need to make sure it's open like this, then they can fit. And now we're just gonna start putting all these back in. So like this one, we're gonna put it in, and then boom, and that's all. I actually had all 12. Nice. Now we can put this piece back in. We have these tabs on the sides, on both sides. We just need to make sure that we kind of curve it and fit it into place. There we go. So these bolts that we took off of the corners back here are what's next. All 6 of these bolts that we took out of the bumper are actually the same, which is awesome. They are either a 10 mil head or a T30 Torx bit also works. So we're just gonna use that because that's what was on my gun. And then the one on the passenger side. Next, we can connect our fog light. So we're gonna put this connector back in and then slide up the red tab. And we can also stick this back into our brake duct area. Next, up here, we can connect our side marker, which just clicks in very quietly, but it's in there. Lastly, for the bumper on this side, we're gonna take 2 of those bumper bolts and a 10 mil socket and get these bolts that we can't see that are up here and over here. Then we're gonna take our 10 mil socket and actually tighten them up. So I can feel it. I don't even know if that's in a hole. Oh, yep, found it, nice. Now we're gonna take our little tiny wrench, make sure it's in ready tighty mode. Well, those are hard to get to. Maybe that's why I didn't tighten these by. There's just exactly enough room to get that done. Okay, there we go. Whew, all nice and snug. All right, next thing is wheel well liner. So let's just start pushing this back into place. Don't forget, we have a small one and a big one. We should have 3 small ones, rest are big ones. All the small ones go into these holes along the bottom. That was it for the passenger side. Now we can go over to the driver's side and do all the same things. Now that we're under the car, we're gonna put in these 3, this one, and this one. And these are also the small ones, not the big ones, if you happen to have them all in one big pile like I might have. Now we can grab our plastic oil pan cover splash guard thing, slot it back into place. Again, familiar if you've done your own oil changes. And now we can put in our 10 mil bolts that hold it in. There's supposed to be 4, but I only have 3. Now all that's left is just to put the wheels back on. And that's it. We have successfully reinstalled our bumper. When you put the car back down, make sure you tighten your lug nuts to 111 foot-pounds. The only thing that was unexpected about this bumper removal was the fact that my harmonic balancer, or part of my harmonic balancer pulley, fell out of the bumper when we removed it, which is concerning. So we're definitely gonna cover that in a future video. But if you liked this video, hit like, and if you wanna subscribe for more, like when we talk about this thing, then hit that subscribe button and we'll catch you in the next one.